Checkers, I guess. Checkers. It's a. I get it, like he's going for the montage play because at some point in his life he was really good at Cassiopeia, okay, and he thinks that that is an amazing accomplishment. But like when it comes to chess, even when it comes to League, like does it really matter? Like, okay, I understand if you're going for montage plays, I understand, but like you just need to win. Like that's really how you need to win. He didn't win this game, that's my issue. Like he could have won this game. Is it really that technical? No, but like, it's just hard. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay. Pop friend! Yeah, the Liddy is a precision dance. I don't know what you're talking.
One on my forehead. Do you see this one on my forehead? Hello. Hello. So like I have like pores on my forehead. Oh my god, this is way too close up. Hello. Guys, can I check? Okay, but like I have pores on my forehead. Extreme zoom activated. Yeah, hello. I'm just staring into your soul now. But there are pores on my forehead, and no girls ever look at you. What's up, chat? How's it going? But yeah, basically, like, I mean, obviously, if you zoom in, you can notice stuff. But like, for example, this thing is here. Goodbye. See? Thomas, you got this. 2 opposing team. True? What team? It's like Schalke.
What do you... Let's hear it. Okay, what do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay, never mind.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach?
Moving on.
How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only match.
You should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, you know, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
That's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke?
When you grow up, you might get that one.
I'm 21 years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
No.
Second, third, and so on.
Wait, isn't Ribsit a little bit better than Guccio, or like?
Well, Guccio evidently is. He's definitely one of the strongest players in the tournament.
So we just go with Guccio for all.
Practice was I would hold on to something, and then you just go down, 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 and you can see that you slip, which is why it's easier if you have a bar, like a ballerina bar, but you just use one of the ones for squatting. So basically, like you hold on to the bar, like literally hold on to the bar, and you just keep going down, and you just do that over and over again until your legs fucking cooperate. But yeah, use American units. Okay, so 150 pounds. Vino, vino, bipitona. Kutki vino, każdesna. Vino, vino, pomozeci. Vina, vina, nalej mi. Don't worry, I'll make sure I friend zone him on chess.com. Don't even sweat it. I'll make sure he gets friend zone in front of 50k people. Yeah, it's friend zone Friday. Like, I literally, okay, do you guys know the story? So the other day, I was just streaming. I was doing like a thing with my friends, right? And like, I was just wanting to tell my friend about how
Did you guys feel that? I'm having an earthquake right now, guys. Guys, it's an earthquake. Oh my god. I should not have taken that. Why did I take that? Dude, that earthquake was kind of scary.
Bomba na banie kończymy balet. Najlepszy buzik syreny na ranem. Na wysorade jadę jaguarem. Na całej pieczy precz pod radarem. Funky, biorę odzina i pierdolę plastik. Wiżory na karki, złote zegarki. Wzrostowy styl na systemie Nike. Ska dżungla. Zawija kumpla. Na switchni mam kundla. W kieszeni gotówka. Miejska dżungla, pies zawija kumpla. Na sprzyczni mam kundla, w kieszeni gotówka. Robię tak, posrała spara łuska. Zemsta i zabójstwa, brudne ręce, wykryw bluzka.
Oh yeah, Bertosh's English is definitely good enough for a conversation. Like, you guys shit trash talk Bertosh's English, but you don't realize his English is actually really good. It's actually really, really good. Like, no, I'm not even joking about this. Oh, she is so strong. Did you see that? She just jumps up in the air and like shoots everybody. But like, if you were trying to speak Polish, might know already, but if you don't, yep, I'm changing cities every single week. In fact, I'm not even changing countries, like cities every single week. I'm changing countries every single week. But, oh, wait, this is way wider than I thought. Okay. I hope you guys are all able to see and hear me pretty well.
You need something that can pull it for you to Joe set up. Okay, you know.
1 second. Okay, so we're in a casino called Rio. I don't think I've shown you guys Rio before, but this is the very first WSOP spot that I played in back in 2021. Hello. Thank you very much.
Wine for you, or Cabernets. This was Justin Isosceles from Paso Robles.
Oh, isosceles.
Yes. Then you have a Papillon from Orange Swift.
Thank you.
And the last one is Camus Cabernet. And bring the bottles as well, so you can take your
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So cheese and meat for you.
Awesome. I'm just gonna put this up here for a second.
For you there.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so the wine director here, Hung, had got me set up, and it's been absolutely awesome. Let me know if you guys are able to hear everything. This is, Rio, I don't even know if it's an old casino, but they just revamped. Perfect. Awesome.
Justin. Camus.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, enjoy.
Perfect. So, this is live. This is live. Yeah, I am back in Vegas. We're back in Vegas. This is going to be fun. As you guys might know, I come here for the World Series of Poker, but today is my first day here. Tomorrow, my events are actually going to start. So that's why I'm doing a little stream. This next couple of days is going to be really busy in terms of poker. I'm not only going to be playing in Vegas, I'm also going to be flying over to LA for a couple of cash games. So I have a tournament tomorrow, and then I probably have a few days of cash, and then I'm still trying to figure out if I'm playing the main event and all that. But yeah, well, you see, flights, that's the answer. Flying is the hack to being able to travel to places. If you don't fly, it's a little harder. But yeah, this is what we're going to do. Sounds so good. You thought the bottle was a mic. Okay, well, there is a microphone over here, and we have some really, really awesome wines. So the first one we are drinking is one called Isosceles. I actually think I've tried this one before at an California wine fair in Toronto, funnily enough. But this one is 88% Cab Sauv and 6% Cab Franc and 6% Merlot. And if anybody here has any questions about wine, feel free to ask me. Because I will be asking the wine director. I will not be answering the questions directly myself, but if you had any questions, if you wanted any recommendations, this is a good place to ask. There's a lot of really knowledgeable people there's a lot of people who are very knowledgeable about wine here. I'm not one of those. I'm just letting you know that there are. And then we're also getting a cheese plate, which is pretty awesome. So, yay! Did I not get bad jet lag? I have really bad, well, I don't really have that bad jet lag. I would just say I'm very tired. Like, I'm just perpetually tired. And I slept at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time this morning, which meant like, oh my gosh, 5:30 Pacific time is like 8:30 Eastern time. So I woke up around maybe 1. But it's basically been like a very, very, what's it called? Like, I'm just tired. At this point, it's not jet lag, it's just flat out exhaustion. Which is why we're here drinking wine on a Friday afternoon in Vegas, because why not? But yeah, this place is awesome. No, this isn't really the kind of place where you spit out the wine if you're to avoid drinking too much. I'm not doing like a very extensive flight. So I'm mostly just going to be here having a little bit of, like, oh wait, today's not even Friday? Oh my god, today's Thursday? Thank you so much.
For you as well.
Thank you. You can put it right on the wire. Don't worry about it. Yeah, thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Aged cheddar here, Parmigiano Reggiano, aged Gouda, you got Genoa salami.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm still showing them. Don't worry. Sorry.
Anything else right now? Or?
I think I'm great. Yeah.
Just let me know.
Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. I actually thought today was Friday. I'm not even joking. Like, I've been flying around the world so much that I'm not keeping track of the days. I'm not, like, the only thing I recognize is, like, the date and my flight time, and then I'm on that flight. Oh, it's been honestly a really, really nice couple of weeks of travel, but I am feeling very tired, and I'm very happy to be in Vegas for the next 2 weeks. Oh, no, I'm not even going to be here for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to LA very soon. Oh my god, I'm like completely exhausted. But anyways, this wine is gonna help a lot. Hey, thank you so much for the 500 bits, Billy. I appreciate it. I wish I haven't even started drinking. It is almost Friday in Poland though. I genuinely thought today was Friday. Like, I 101% thought today was Friday. I was just like gonna roll with it, but I guess today's not Friday. So yeah. Oops. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, the majority of the world population has Friday already, but I've been jumping time zones back and forth. I can't. My body is absolutely feeling, like, terrible. I haven't actually drank wine in a pretty long time. I didn't drink... I guess I had 1 glass of Polish dessert wine when I was in Kraków, but no, I haven't really had much other wine. So it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to show you guys everything. So everything I'm drinking here today is coming from California. And as you guys know, California is the state that is right next to Nevada, and they produce a lot of wine. So this is going to be really, really awesome. Kraków. Sorry, I pronounce it differently every single time. Every single time. But yeah, I'm actually, I know I've been streaming like every single day for basically the last 3 weeks, 3 weeks I guess. I am actually going to take a day off tomorrow. I hope. I'm really, really, really hoping I'm taking a day off tomorrow. If I don't take a day off tomorrow, that means that I busted out my poker tournament and I'm really sad and I don't want that to happen. So for my own sake, I'm hoping that tomorrow is going to be a day off. But yeah, I basically have been like gaining days, I guess, flying back and forth. I mean, not even. I don't really know. I haven't been losing days. So tomorrow is going to be my $1,000 buy-in ladies event. That's going to be one of the tournaments I'm playing. And then I have a couple cash games, and then yeah, we'll see what goes after that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. So let me actually show you guys what the cheese board also looks like. Thank you so much, Cavi Chess, for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, guys. Hello. Enjoy the wine with me. So this is what the wine cellar looks like, first and foremost. It's really, really cute. It's built exactly like all the wine cellars you would see in France or in Italy or anything like that. They have bottles as decoration. They have the barrels over there. This is what my little corner looks like. Oh, ignore the coffee. I was drinking coffee earlier. Actually, I should drink the coffee before I really get into the wine, because drinking coffee and wine together messes up the flavor profile. It would appear that we're diving straight into the reds. We're diving straight into the red wine. Thanks, Daniel. Thank you. I like both red and white. It just really depends. So the first one we're having is isosceles. That's this one. And you don't have to drink them one by one. You can also just like have a sip, move on to the next one, have a little snack with cheese and all that stuff. Thanks, Rebel. Thank you. Oh, yes. And Camus. So I was actually going to introduce them one by one. Papillon is from Napa Valley. And this is apparently... Oh my god, it's so heavy. You see my hand shaking? I am literally shaking. It's probably caps off. Most of the things from Napa are caps off, but we'll ask in a moment. But the raspberries look really good, yeah. Oh, if you think this label is interesting, you should see the labels for Prisoner. Prisoner has some really, really crazy labeling. And then this one is Camus. Hi. Would you like to introduce the wines?
Do you want me to get you another flight of white wines or some spirits?
Pardon?
You want another flight of white wine? Or you want another spirits like bourbon or whiskey?
Ooh, I would love to do bourbon and whiskey after.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Bourbon and whiskey are some of my favorite like spirits. Now that I already have like the reds here, I think we can just skip the whites. Usually for flight of wine tasting, you start with white and then you move on to the red. But in this case, we've already got poured the reds, so I'm just gonna have it. It's fine, honestly. It's fine. It's gonna be good. Well, there's some really crazy labels out there, and they're not always necessarily good, but I think labeling for wine is pretty important. It's like a book cover. Like a good book cover incentivizes you to read the book. A good label on a wine bottle can definitely do wonders for the wine. But that being said, labels aren't everything when it comes to wine, for sure. Hey, Gabby, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I would definitely say that you should not be judging wines by its labels, just like how you shouldn't judge books by its label, you know, or judge a person by their appearance. But yeah, this one, the Camus in the back over here, is also caps off, and this one is really, Camus is a pretty famous label, so if you are a wine connoisseur, or if you have heard anything about California wine, you might have heard of Camus. Anyways, we have some really cool ones, so let's get to drinking. Yeah. This is a little bit of a whipsaw from Biker Nemo. It's called Range. Okay, I just give off range. Some days we're gonna do wine tastings, some days I'm gonna look like I'm a goth girl. It's honestly great. So, yeah. My microphone is magnetic, so I can use this as my mic. This little butter knife. Alright. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different, like, grapes. There's a lot of different grapes that produce lots of different types of wine. You need a good winemaker with a good grape to make good wine. You can also make good wine out of bad grapes, but if you have a bad winemaker, then you're probably not going to end up with a good wine. You know? It's kind of like the same for chess openings. You can play a really good chess opening, but it's about how you execute it, not about how good the opening is. So it's the same concept for wine. Oh no, is my audio working? Yeah. It could also be a bad batch. That could also happen for sure. But unlikely. There's a lot of stuff that goes into winemaking. Most of the time people will not be like releasing. If a winemaker has a bad wine, they might not. They're less likely to release it. If it's mass produced, that's a different story, but yeah. Sometimes they still step on the grapes, yeah, sometimes they do. I don't think it's that popular anymore, but... So, this is the isosceles from Paso Robles. Paso Robles is a little south of LA. It's very hot. Okay, very hot might be a stretch. It's hotter than, for example, Napa. But cheers, chat. Cheers. Oh! I have a little trick for you guys. So, if you really want to taste like all the notes on a wine, what you can do. So first of all, this is the thing you're supposed to do to help the wine. Okay, let me put you guys down because it's going to be a little hard.
The Andy cheers and you know it.
I'm going to put you guys over here.
Enjoy the wine flight.
1 second. I'm going to put you guys over here so I can sit. And then I'm going to move these. So this is the first one I'm having. Thank you, Cabby. Thank you, I appreciate it. Cheers. No, that's not usually how that works, Moon Dance. Different wines pair with different cheeses really well, but it's very rare that you're going to have wines that don't go well with cheese. Like, that's pretty rare. That's going to be super rare. Oh, sorry, did I miss something? No, let me check my stream elements. Oh my gosh. I had a sandwich for lunch, which is good because this will be a lot of wine. We might be here for a while. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Broder, for the $50. What the heck? Wait, that's crazy. Thank you so much. I will enjoy it. I wish you guys could drink some of this wine with me because I have a lot. I have a lot of wine. I have a lot of wine over here. Red wine gives you a headache? Unlucky. That is very unfortunate. So, this is the very first one we're drinking.
No, we're good.
It is Cap Sauv, Cap Franc, and Merlot. Cap Sauv is one of the most popular grapes in the world, and it's grown also in Burgundy. Burgundy is where you have like the world's most expensive, let's consider the most prestigious, and all that. And then we're also going to have whiskey and bourbon. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. But I'm basically here just to enjoy. Oh my god, this plate is so heavy. But this is the cheese plate that they prepared for me, and it honestly looks great. If you're in Vegas and want to try some wine, I can highly recommend the Rio Wine Cellars. I'm gonna put this in front of me. Hello! Hello, hello. Hey, I got in yesterday at 11 p.m., okay? I have been in Vegas for at least 12 hours. I've been here for almost 18. Almost 18 hours. It is a literal slate of marble. It is so heavy. Thanks, DXL. There you go, Tagbon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I am always in Vegas, though. I literally come here all the time. Oh, also, how could we forget? There is a wonderful, wonderful bread basket. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also a Starbucks coffee up there. Ignore that. How do I rate the first wine? It's good. I'm not really thinking, when I just drink to have fun, I'm not really thinking too much, or I'm not judging the wine that hard. Does that make sense? Like, at a place like this, I'm not really drinking this wine and like, oh, you know, these are the notes. This is what I get from it. Like, I'm not really thinking about that stuff. Sometimes I do, but right now, I'm literally just drinking to enjoy it. That's what I'm doing currently. Yeah. Tasting it is kind of judging it, but you can also just drink wine for the sake of drinking wine. So, I drink to get drunk. No, today, this is casual, comfy wine tasting, yes. There are times when I go to much more serious wine tastings, like when I do industry events in Toronto, and I'm actually there trying to objectively, like, think about, oh, this is the price of the wine, this is the taste, which one do I think is better, or which one would I rather put on a list for a restaurant. I'm not really doing that here. Here I'm just drinking to have fun. But I would say the best part of white wine is how it's chilly. Not all white wines are served chilled. They can be, but there is usually like an optimal serving temperature for every wine. But not every white wine is served chilled. They're served more chill on average than red wines, though. That I do agree with. Pipa wine, yeah. I did. I had Polish sweet wine while I was in Kraków. It was interesting. It was good. It was really good. Has anybody here not had wine before? Where's your wine test invite? Who text? You met me too early in life. This is a big tasting. There's also bourbon and whiskey coming after. So it won't just be wine. Yeah, if anybody here has never had wine before. Because I'm sure they are. I'm sure there's people that have never had wine before. But I don't remember if you ever drank wine. Damn. Oh, you're from Chile? Okay, if you say you're from Chile and you say that you've drank wine but don't like it, I trust you. Because, like, there's a lot of good wine down there, too. Red wines for psychos, what? It depends. It very, very, very much depends for me on, like, what the white wine is and what the red wine is. Because I've drank a lot of wine, and I know a lot of people poo-poo on the fact that, like, oh, you know, there's actual taste profiles in wine. You might think that it's all just the same, but it does not. It does not actually all taste the same, okay? If you try Italian wines versus trying French wines, or if you try $1 wine versus trying like $50 wine, it's gonna taste different. Oh my gosh, that's really cool, Carol. Oh, what the heck? Wait, that's really cool. I really wish that I had gotten to try actual Polish wines. I only got to try the little glass of sweet wine, which was actually, I think, from pretty close to Kraków, but I don't really remember. What's a taste profile? I'm gonna be honest, I am terrible with Californian wines because most of the wines I've drank are old world wines, which are like French and Italian. So when it comes to Californian wines, I am absolutely terrible at identifying like notes on it. I would definitely say this one has a little raisin on, not raisin, but you can taste that this grape grows in a warmer climate. I don't really know how to explain that. I really have no idea how to explain that. If you've tried Italian reds, you would understand this concept perhaps, like Amarone or something. Like, it's not anywhere close to Amarone. It's got like the grape was left on the vine of, like, it's just hot. It tastes like the grape was brewed in a hot climate. I really have no idea how to explain that. Yeah, California has a lot of wine. So for wine, it's spread in two parts of the world is a bit of a stretch. But wine can be described as old wine or new old world wine or new world wine, depending on where it's from. So California is a new world wine because California has not traditionally grown wine for thousands of years. Whereas the French and the Italian, for example, have been growing grapes and been making wine for literally millennia. So that's why old world wines are like French, Italian, and all that stuff, and new world wines are like California, New Zealand, Australia. Those are considered new world wines. Yeah. It just really depends on, like, you know, grapes are not native to New Zealand as far as I know. So, Spain is also old world, yes. Germany is also old world, correct. Austria too. Austria has a lot of, all that. I have had Gewürztraminer, yes. I love my Austrian whites. I like a lot of different white wines from Germany, Austria. Argentina, I'm pretty sure, is also New World, because I don't think they really grew grapes before colonization. But I could be wrong. I would definitely say that in general, you can just kind of think, if it's not in Europe, it's probably a New World wine. Like, Europe is the only place with Old World wines, basically. So, yeah. So, anyways, basically, if it's a good dry wine, so dry is used to describe sugar in wine. And you would, like, dry doesn't even really come into the conversation when it's a red wine, because all red wines are dry relative to white wines, where in white wines, for example, there's different classifications for how sweet it is, especially in German wines. Like, there's Auslese, there's like, my German is so scuffed. I do not remember what the other ones are, but there's basically sweetness levels to your wines, specifically in Rieslings. But if it's described as dry, it just means that the sugar level is less, and doesn't mean that there's, like, it's liquid, right? It can't literally be dry. It cannot be literally dry. So, yeah, for sure, Carol. Well, I mean, once again, it's if you learn, like, if you really test and learn, and if you train yourself, you're able to identify different, like, grapes. You're able to. That's why people are able to do blind tastings. I can't, but my friends do. My friends do blind tastings. I see them do it, and it's really cool. And they're able to get the grape right. They're able to get the country right. They're able to get, like, the preparation right. Like, is it like the type of fermentation? It's really, really cool. So if you ask for a wet wine, yeah. If you ask for a wet wine, you're getting thrown out for sure. So ice wines would be considered the sweetest of the sweet. Like, ice wines, so the way that ice wine is made is not because you put ice in wine, but it's because your grape sits on a grapevine for a very long time. And once the frost comes in and once it becomes winter, your grapes are still there. But basically what that does, it condenses the sugar in your grapes. So then when you harvest your grapes into, like, early into winter, and this is why it's really popular to make ice wine in countries like Canada, because it's freaking cold. And you don't have to go harvest in, like, the middle of February. No, you just harvest, like, December or something. Anyways, my point is, like, Germany, Canada, they all grow ice wine because it gets cold. And then you get this really, really, really sweet wine because the sugar is, like, super concentrated in ice wine. Yeah. Oh, I mean, ice wines are, like, effectively, you know, like, I don't know, Ice wine is basically just sugary grape juice with alcohol in it. What's there not to love? You don't even taste the alcohol at that point. It's just overwhelmingly sugar. Yeah, for sure. And in Germany, like, it also gets really cold. Yes. So I'm sure there's like some really cheap wines out there that add more sugar by putting sugar in the wine. But in the traditional winemaking process, you do not interfere with the grape whatsoever other than adding the yeast, which is necessary to ferment the wine. So, you know, when grape juice is pressed, it's just grape juice. There's no alcohol. When you put it in a barrel, it's not going to just start fermenting by itself in the course of a week, but you put some yeast in it and then it starts fermenting. But basically, once you do that, then the wine becomes, like, over a year or 2 years, depending on how long it takes, it becomes what we call wine. You are not supposed to fuck with it, like, basically at all. You can, like, top off your barrel of wine, but you are basically, like, legally not allowed to fuck with it if you want to call it wine and sell it. They do make wine with other fruits. So they make wine in Georgia with pomegranates, which I really like. But that's kind of like not really a wine because then it kind of counts as a cider, yeah? So it's not really called wine and it doesn't get exported because it's not as cool as grape wines. But hey, if you like drinking pomegranate wine, you should check out Georgia. Georgia, the country, not the state, obviously. But yeah, I honestly don't know anything about like strawberry wine, but there's Japanese plum wine. There's definitely, trying to think what other fruits. I think that's it. Pomegranate wine is the only one I know from Georgia. And then, yeah. Good. The difference between ruby and tawny port. Oh my god. I was in Portugal and I learned about it, but I could not tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know the difference between ruby and tawny port. As far as I know, it's the color. Like one is ruby and one's tawny. And it's probably the grapes used, but we'll have to ask Hong later because I do not know. So, yeah. You can make wine and alcohol basically from anything organic, but the only stuff that really gets sold and really only stuff that ever gets bought is grape juice wine. So, yeah. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Long story, really short. You can't just do whatever you want and call it wine. There's a lot of regulations, especially in countries like France. They're strict. They're really, really strict. I don't really know, like, the specifics of how wine is, like, I don't know the science behind wine. I don't know if you can just add sugar and yeast to stuff and, like, have it ferment. I really have no idea. I don't know. Please don't try it at home. Just don't try it at home. I don't think that's true, Tom. I think it's very rare that you're adding sugar, but once again. I gotta check that. I'm not really sure. Oh, really? I'm pretty sure you're just not allowed to add wine. I mean, add sugar if it's gonna be. But oh yeah. I have my cat tattoo. It's gotten really dark. It's blue ink. But it looks kind of good. It's gonna be there for maybe like 2 weeks. So, yeah. It's pretty sweet, actually. cat tattoo is a bit of a stretch. It's probably more of a skeleton tattoo with a cat element to it. Oh, but also they're going to be doing a wine tasting in here pretty soon, which is really cool. I'm not going to be part of it. I'm just here to enjoy these. But yeah. So it's going to last for maybe 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks. Or at least it's supposed to last for 1 to 2 weeks. Oh, I am not a som. No, I don't have like a license or anything. I just really like drinking wine, and I also really like learning about wine. And well, I have spent a large amount of time in Burgundy. So I think now I've spent almost 3 weeks in Burgundy over the course of the last 3 years. So I've just been learning a lot about wine. I've been to Napa once. I like traveling for wine. Well, I like traveling for food, and sort of as a result of traveling for food is that you learn about wine as well, because wine and food go really well hand in hand. I saw somebody was asking about pairings. So pairings for wine is very nuanced, and it's not something that I am very good at, but you can match. There's this concept that you can match like tertiary flavors. So a very classic pairing is champagne and caviar, and everybody knows about champagne and caviar. Now, you might know less about champagne and popcorn. Champagne and popcorn actually go really well together, and it's that light, savory, slightly buttery flavor that you kind of get from, like, I'm not saying that caviar tastes like that, but caviar doesn't have, I don't know if you've ever had caviar, but if you have, yes, champagne and popcorn go really well together. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Who combines popcorn with champagne? I'm just giving you an example of flavors that would go well together that you might not have thought about. A very classic example that you will probably have seen everywhere is your red wine with steak, whatever type of red wine it is, right? Like you might have had Italian reds where it's a little bit more like Barbaresco, or if you've had, gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the grape now. Okay, well, anyways, there's a lot of different red wines that you can pair with steak because it's a meat. You pair a bunch of stuff with it, like, yeah. That one you've heard, yes. You don't like caviar? Well, if you don't like caviar, then you're saving a lot of money. No problem. No worries. No worries. But yeah, we're in an actual basement. This is actually a wine cellar, which is kind of cool. This is quite literally a wine cellar. They're currently doing a wine tasting, which is really cool. I got here a little bit early, but yeah, I basically just stream my entire life every day. That's basically my life right now. Hey Joe, hello. I'm gonna be in Vegas until basically July 6th-ish, hopefully. But I'm also gonna be in LA for 2 days in the middle. So yeah. Gave you a flashback? Oh gosh. I have so much cheese. I have raspberries. Oh, raspberries also go really well with certain wines. Chocolates can also go really well with certain wines. I, once again, do not have the exact names of these wines, but you just need to think about it a little bit. Just think, forehead. White wines usually go better with fish than red wines go with fish. And if you think about it, it's because fish is a lighter protein and white wine is a lighter drink, so therefore, you know, just think about stuff like that. Oh, this is very far from being my first time in Vegas, but thank you. I will enjoy it nonetheless. Raspberries? Yeah, I know, my accent's a little scuffed. Nice. You should visit this wine cellar. Yeah. Apollo is summing it up very easily. Apollo has this figured out. In one line. Red wine, heavy meats, white wines,
fish, chicken, salads, like light white fruits. Ooh, this is actually a really easy way to remember. If the protein is white, it goes well with a white wine. Fish, usually cooked, have a white meat. Chicken is usually white. Steak is usually red, or okay, not quite red, but you get the gist. Yeah. So, but there's also reds that do pair well with fish and chicken and stuff, and obviously it's not a one-to-one and all that, but there's a lot of different pairings, I would say. If you can't remember, don't ask the waiter. Ask for the wine guy. Ask for the som. Ask for the wine director. The waiter probably doesn't usually know. I honestly don't even know what pork classifies as. I'm not really sure. I would think of it more as red, but the color of the pork is usually like pink. Duck? Okay. But duck is not chicken, right? Duck is usually a lot gamier. And for the most part, gamier meats go well with red. Because once again, it's a heavier meat. So, yeah. DM Nemo on Discord for wine. Duck is like very gamey. Okay, so we're still on the isosceles, but let's start drinking the Papillon. The Papillon is a 2021 Napa Valley Red from St. Helena, which is one of the hills in Napa Valley. My favorite wine? I would say my favorite ever wine is probably Chablis, a La Roche Chablis, and it is a white wine. It's that or something from Merceau. I can't remember specific producers from Merceau, so I'm gonna go with Chablis, but I really like my Burgundian whites. And I like my Italian reds when it comes to that. I like Amarone. It's probably my favorite Italian red at the moment. Once again, I would struggle to come up with a specific producer, but yeah, Chablis is from Burgundy. Actually, Chablis is like very slightly north of Beaune, which is where the Côte d'Or, which is like the where all like the majority of the top end like Burgundian wines are from. Anyways, I honestly have not been that familiar. Like, I'm not that familiar with cooking. I'm much more familiar with wine. I try to watch a lot of cooking shows, but I would still say I'm much more familiar with wine than I am with cooking. So this one is Papillon.
Oh my god,
12 is your limit? The one I am currently having is 15.5. And 15.5 is probably on the lower end because what you're allowed to do with labeling alcohol in your bottle is to label, like, you have a margin of error. So I would actually bet that this is like actually 16. And the isosceles I had earlier actually does not say what the percentage is. Oh, 15. This one is 15. So once again, they have a little margin for error whenever they bottle their wines. No, it's not really lying. It's like margin of error. You can have a little margin for error. Okay, basically you can lie by a margin. It's like when guys say that they're 6 feet tall, but they're actually 5'11". Or when somebody says that they're 6'2", but they're actually like 6'1.1". So, you know, it's like that. There's a little margin you're allowed. Yeah. You're just embellishing it a little bit. It's fine. It's like when I say I'm 5'7", and I'm actually like 6'5.5", but I'm 6'7". The Justin tastes fine. Not my favorite. I think it's just harder to grow like really high quality grapes in Paso Robles, but anyways. Just say it in centimeters, yeah. Why would someone lie about that? I don't know. People lie about their height all the time. I feel like the most amount of lies that anybody gives as a, like, humans give as a society is our height. I think that's actually like, we live in a society, yeah. I think that's literally. Tons of people lie for different reasons. I don't know. Oh yeah, people also lie about their age. This is true. People definitely lie about their weight. So, we're currently on the Papillon, and then after that, we're gonna have Camus. I definitely feel like the shorter you are, or the more insecure you feel about something, the more likely you are to lie about it. I definitely feel insecure about my height. I wish I was 2 inches taller. But we can't have everything in life. I'm born Asian, so oh well. You know? Like, sadly, I was not born in Scandinavia. Unlucky. We tried to go to Xiao Noodle restaurant last time, but the internet there was so bad. Ugh, I would never, ever, ever get surgery on my legs. I mean, I'm very unlikely to ever get surgery, period, because that shit freaks me out. Like, unless I literally broke a back, I do not want to go to the doctor. I really don't. Like, for whatever reason, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna avoid the doctor at every cost possible. Like, I do not want to go anywhere close to... I've never had surgery. I've never broken a bone. I have never... Like, I literally never had surgery. Like, never, like, got a punch in the face and had to fix my nose or anything. Like, just never. I don't think I would do well with surgery. It just... Ugh. Whew. Yeah, it just, like, freaks me out. Oh my gosh, Cadbury! With the 50... Jeez. Thank you so much for the 50 gifted subs. Holy shit. Cadbury, that's insane. Yo, if you guys got a gifted sub from Cadbury, please make sure thanking him. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I literally don't even have my wisdom teeth removed. I don't want to open my mouth. Okay, I guess I will. No, it's too dirty. But my wisdom tooth, I have 4. I have all 4 of them. They're all here. I would never get any type of surgery. Like, I'm probably going to have to get them removed at some point because they're probably going to get rotten because they're just like dead teeth hanging out in the back of my mouth, so I have to get it out. But I guess I'll show you guys a picture at some point. I have all 4 of them and they're all crooked. And that's why the bottom of my teeth are actually crooked, because I didn't want to get my wisdom teeth. Like, you do not understand how, like, I'm not even anti, like, obviously if you need surgery, please go get surgery. But it's just not for me. Like, it's just so not for me. And don't even get me started on cosmetic surgery. Like, if I'm not willing to get basic surgery that I kind of need, there's no shot. There's just no shot. What part of it icks me out? All of it, bro. All of it. I don't want anyone going close to the back of my mouth. I don't want anyone coming like, I don't want to be knocked out. I don't want to. Wisdom teeth is snap to remove. I know. I just don't want to do it. I'm like delaying it so much. Yeah. I really just do not want to do like a wisdom teeth removal. So I do not want to get sliced and diced. I've seen so many horror. I've seen so many horror movies and stuff. I don't know. It's just something like. My dentist told me I need them removed, and I was like, hell no. If you didn't grow wisdom teeth, you actually won, like, you're on the next level of genetics, like, improvement. Like, you are more genetically advanced if you do not have wisdom teeth. Because we don't really need wisdom teeth anymore. So therefore, as a human being, if you, evolutions, thank you. If you were born without wisdom teeth, that's a genetic evolution. I did not get that evolution. No, do none. I have not. I have, however, seen videos of like Botox and stuff. Like, even Botox is so terrifying. Like, I don't want needles. I don't want anything going close to my face, my body, anything. Like, good for you. Congratulations. You look better now. I ain't doing that. Like, just no freaking thank you. It's, yeah, it's nasty, really nasty. I've seen, like, even, like, lip fillers just make me squirmish. It's really just, like, anything medical, I think, just makes me squirm. Don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. I just could never. Oh. It just, like... Sure, whether or not they actually look better is a whole different conversation, but... Whew, just talking about it makes me so, like, oh my god. Yeah. Thanks, Binary. I appreciate it. I don't care if they look bad or good or what. A lot of people... Oh my god. I read this story about how a girl removed part of her rib cartilage for her nose job. And I was like... First of all, I didn't even know we could do that. But secondly... Is that really worth it? Like, is that worth it? Yeah. There's, like, you can take cartilage from parts of your body for procedures and stuff because your nose is cartilage, and I'm just like, whew. Like, yeah, I mean, it has to be. It has to be. It has to be worth it for them. Like, honestly, if I was ever going to... If in a world where I was going to get a nose job, I would not... I guess it makes sense that you want your cartilage and not plastic or something, but still, I could never imagine removing a part of my body for it. That's wild. That's some wild stuff. Like... Oh. No, it is. It is legal. It is completely legal. I assume your ribcage cartilage grows back or something. I don't really know how it works. But it must be safe if people are allowed to do it. It's not like you're just going to be allowed to do something like that in the US without being approved. But... yeah. I mean, it's just... There's a lot of stuff going on out there. So... oh. I'm pretty sure it is. Once again, I have nothing against surgery. Whether it's, you know, plastic or something you need. Nothing against it. I just could never do it myself. Personally. Like, unless I actually got into an accident and needed it. Yeah. I just always grew up being very fearful of... well, fearful is not even the right. It's just like... I could have never become a doctor, basically. We just phrase it that way. Just never. I would never have become a doctor. I don't even, like... I know. It's pretty crazy that I've never had surgery. It's actually pretty crazy. Like, not even for my teeth removal. The most intense surgery I've had are root canals. Where they drill a little hole in your tooth to remove, like, the abscess and all the pus in it. So... damn. But yeah, thankfully never broke a bone. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it that way. Hopefully no broken bones for a bit. Yeah, me too. It's not like a 0% chance that you don't wake up. It's unlikely, but yeah. Knock on wood. You can suggest a wine. There's no guarantee I'll be able to drink it here, but it definitely is better though to get broken bones at a younger age, because then you get it, like, it recovers faster. But yeah, I've never had a sprained ankle. Oh, I've had sprained ankles, but never had, like, there are just so many things that could go wrong with the human body. Holy shit. Whew. I'm lucky that I'm healthy. I still have my tonsils. I haven't had a single body part removed or added. I have my tonsils. I have my wisdom teeth, all 4 of them, which I need to get removed. Every time I go to the dentist, they're like, when do you want to schedule your wisdom teeth removal? I'm like, hell nah. Yeah. I have all 10 toes. Yeah, yeah. Thinking about what else there is. I have everything basically. Try Quinta de Mor. I honestly have hardly ever had Brazilian wines. I think Brazilian wines are one of those that it's so hard to get. All 10 toes. I have all 10 fingers. I still have all of my wisdom teeth. I have the 2 on the back over here and the 2 on the top. The 2 on the top are basically fully grown out, no problem. My jaw had enough room for it, but the ones on the bottom, my jaw doesn't. So they came out, one of them is like, you know how it's usually a row? The one on the bottom is growing in at an, it looks like a diamond instead of a square. Like it's not fitting in with the rest. I need to get that one removed.
My friend Victoria.
I really, 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 really need to like get it removed at some point. But yeah, I have the ones on the back.
Oh yeah.
They can leverage out. Ugh. It's just grown in sideways. Yes, it's pushing my bottom teeth. At the bottom, you can see that they're not straight. That's because of my wisdom teeth. But surprisingly, teeth are one of those things that you don't need surgery really to fix. You can just get like Invisalign. It's gonna hurt, but you can get Invisalign and then it'll straighten out at some point. So I've never been that worried about it. But yeah. I know, I need to get it removed. I do. I'm trying to get over my fear of surgery and just go in and get it removed. I need to do it. We're going for 3 glasses of wine. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll try to get it removed. Fine. I know I should, so it's probably better than later. Yeah. Glass 2 tastes like a red wine. Okay, no, but actually let me like swirl it around a little bit and try it properly. No, but I should get over my fear of surgery. Like, you never know. I'm getting a little older. Now when I fall, there's actually a chance I break a bone. Thankfully, I'm in Canada, so everything is affordable. I do know that if I remove them too late in life, it's going to be way more dangerous. So I should probably just suck it up and get it done before it gets too dangerous or too, like, hard to remove. I really should. It's just not something I'm very excited about. Yeah.
We actually have you on the whole back burner.
Yeah, I'll get 2 at a time. I'm not hating. Okay, but I still don't want to get my wisdom teeth removed. I'm 24. I'm trying to identify the difference between this one and this one. Okay. Yeah, I will get my wisdom teeth removed probably in August or something then. I'll have a little bit of time in August where I'm not traveling. So. Okay, so the difference between the one on the left and the one on the right is that the one on the left is a lot, it's got a softer tannin structure, And by softer tannin structure, what I mean is that when you drink it down, it doesn't make you pucker. Have you ever had wine where when you drink it, it makes your mouth go like, basically? This one definitely has stronger tannins, in my opinion, on the way back, on the way down. That's what I would say is the biggest difference between these two. I don't have any strong opinions about which one I prefer. So, like cranberry juice. Imagine having cranberry juice. I'm not talking about taste, but the feel of it when you're drinking it, like once it's like in your mouth and you're swallowing. Tannins is Tannins. Like tartness, yeah, it's like tartness. This has very, like, it leaves your mouth basically dried out and a little puckery. So it has stronger tannins. Have you ever had tea? Like, really, really concentrated, strong green tea. No, it's not sour. If you've ever had really, really, really strong, like, green tea, sometimes when you drink green tea, it leaves you, like matcha, it leaves your mouth kind of dry and bitter. Yes, like dry and bitter. And that's how I would describe this one as having more of versus this one. There's tannin structures in tea too. I'm not an expert on tea, obviously, but I'm trying to explain it in a way. Okay, if you've had really, really bad wine, that's probably the clearest identifier of bad tannins, like just really strong tannins. Tannins aren't always bad. Yes. Yes, it's confusing that you can drink things that make mouth dry. This, once you drink it, leaves your mouth dry. This one does not. And that just means that it has a different tannin structure. That's what that means. If you've never had wine before and now feel like incentivized to go and try some, feel free to and let me know your experience. I'm explaining it the best that I can, but obviously the best way is for you to try it yourself. So, this is true, Dunan. Hey, Messi Lusaya, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You want me to do white wines? I voted to skip the white wines because of how much red. Should I get some white wines as well? Yeah, it's almost like dying of thirst as a wine tasting because the alcohol dries it up. Like the tannin structure just dries it up. Yeah. You can lose 89% of the drug in real life. I actually really like matcha. I've been in a matcha mood recently, but I do need my 3 shots of coffee. Oh no. Oh, Watsubi. You hate white wines? Oh gosh. It's okay. White wines probably hate you too. Rinsing my mouth with coffee is such an insult to the wine. We're not doing that. Yeah. 3 shots of coffee. 3 espresso shots in the morning. That's how we do it here. Okay. So, another really big part about wine tasting, or actually I should say, being able to identify your wine is what it smells like. And what it smells like is not necessarily how it tastes. All right, at this point, I've had so much wine that I'm trying to smell, and I can't smell anything. Everything just kind of smells like the same. And also, there's a lady who's sitting next to me, and her perfume is so strong, I can't smell anything else. I can't smell anything, and I can't hear anything. Okay. I can't smell anything. I give up. I genuinely can't smell anything anymore. Like, everything is just the smell of perfume. No, it smells like, you know when perfume hits your nose? So I'm very sensitive to perfume. I grew up being a little allergic. I'm a lot better now, but you know when it hits the back of your nose and then the back of your throat for some reason starts hurting? Like, yeah, that's what it smells so strong that that's currently what it's feeling like an allergy. Yup. So I don't know who it is, but somebody here is wearing way too much perfume. And I can't smell any of the wines. It's like, yeah, walking in a cloud of perfume or cologne is not good. Not good. Oh, okay. No, I can't name any perfumes. Like I said, they all kind of smell the same to me. It's just like overpowering. I'm still trying to smell this. Okay, so this isosceles. Honestly, I think I give up on smelling these. I'm getting like slightly unease. But I also can't tell if it's because of the perfume or if it's actually the wine. I just smell the perfume, honestly. I can't smell anything else here. I give up. I can't smell. So I was trying to explain to you guys that the taste of the wine is very likely different from the smell of the wine. But at this point, I can't smell anything. My nose is completely gone. So there's no smelling here. But let's try our final wine. It's called, it's a Cab Sauv by Camus. And this is a really, really popular brand or like bottle. So, okay. This one is usually fairly pricey. This has really, really good tannins. So I would definitely say that the Papillon had tannins that were maybe a little too strong for my preference. The structure in the isosceles wasn't doing much for me, but this one is really good. Sorry, I'm gonna hold it right. I'll try to hold it right. It's really good. So 3 is the best. 3 is also probably the most expensive, but 3 is definitely the best. Yeah. Well, I don't know whose it is, so I don't know how much it is actually. Sweeter? You don't really. I wouldn't say it's sweeter. No. Oh. I've always wanted to try durian, but I'm scared to. This one. There's a picture of the family that started this, I guess, and it's called the Wagner family, and that's their picture on the back. I almost knocked off a bottle on the side. Because that was a picture from 1969 or something. Sorry, 1956. The picture is from 1956. That's how long this family goes back. Yeah. You could get AI color grade in that photo. Damn, chat. High standards here. We've had the papillon. More tannins, like, than in the first one, but I can't tell you much more than that. I apologize, sorry. Hello, hello. Them badly missing? No. Oh, yeah, there's some really good old winemaker families. If you go to like France and stuff, most of the families there that are making wines have been making wines for hundreds of years, which is pretty wild. Well, this is a wine cellar. It's not really a bar. It's very wine cellar-like. It's really nice, actually.
Great, how are you?
Yeah, same with like Italy. Yeah. Come on. Wine cellar. Is it also a bar? Yes, but wine cellar. Wine cellar sounds, I don't know. I feel like it's more acceptable to go to a wine cellar on a Thursday afternoon than it is to go to the bar. I'm just saying. It's more sophisticated. No, it is cozy. It is cozy, though. Yeah. Social hack. If you tell a girl, hey, let's meet Thursday afternoon for a wine tasting, that sounds classy and it sounds cool, and you can dress up for the event. If you told a girl, hey, this Thursday, let's meet at the neighborhood bar, she's gonna be like, alright, we're never talking again, and she's gonna block you instantly on Tinder or whatever. That's awesome. No, I'm serious. Try it. Next time you're going on a date, tell her you're taking her to a wine tasting. Not let's meet up for drinks. Say, would you like to attend this wine tasting with me? Hell yeah, Music Bee. Let's go. If you don't drink, I guess this isn't the place for you. That's fine. Yeah, even better, I gave you a crash course on wine so you sound cool. I don't know, I feel like girls on average really like wine.
It's all mangled, but I was like melting.
Cadbury. What on earth? Holy crap. Cadbury, that is insane. Yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's really crazy. You know what I'm going to spend that on? I'm going to spend it on socks. So, this is not weird at all. Oh, I don't think I can lift my leg up high enough for this without being really weird. Okay, sorry. My socks are not the same. Like, completely not the same. One of them is completely white, like a Nike pair of socks, and the other is like blue and pink, because I don't know where my socks are. And you also saw how dirty my socks are. So anyways, I'm going to be spending that on socks. After this, we're going to go to the Ross Dress for Less and get socks. Yeah. I should probably not be doing that on Wine Cellar, but I am going to get socks. Sorry. I'll show them to you when we're out of here. I feel like it'd be really weird to pull my socks up. I am. I mean, the socks do not match whatsoever. I need like a 10-pack of just like socks. Yeah. I should have realized that was a red flag. Well, you see, there's someone out there for everyone, and just because she wasn't right for you is okay. You know? Yeah, getting kicked out from the Wine Cellar speed run. North Premium Outlet? I don't even know where that is. I don't think I've been to the fashion outlets in Vegas much. I've tasted all three of them. I'm currently sipping on the Camus. I don't actually know. I think my wine tasting is comped, but even if it wasn't, I think it's only like $25. Love it, Music Bee. Good for you. Awesome. Hello, hello. I think a lot of people think that wine is like super fancy and stuff, but it doesn't have to be. Like, this is very approachable. There's people here in jeans. I'm in here in jeans. In fact, I am here in jean shorts, not even like full-length jeans. I'm here in jean shorts. It's a Thursday afternoon. Yeah. Oh, just the setting? Well, it is Vegas. It is a wine cellar. We're actually underground. We're like a floor lower than the casino level. And it's really good. Hell yeah, Landy. Yeah, it's also 120 degrees in Vegas, so. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about my fashion taste at the moment. Every other day, I'm like, I want to spice it up. And then I end up buying like the hippiest pair of jeans possible. So, I don't know. I think my personal fashion preferences change basically every single day. It's true, Kaze. Yeah. It does depend on where I go. I also like to be, like, I walk a lot, basically, when I IRL stream, so I kind of have to be comfortable. If I was coming here on a date without you guys, I would be probably in a dress. But like, I don't want to be walking around in a dress while IRL streaming, because first of all, it's not the most comfortable. Secondly, I'm probably going to ruin it because I'm going to spill something on myself, because that's just what I do. So, it really depends. I usually dress down a little bit when I IRL stream, just because I want to be comfy and be able to walk. Yeah. I have a pretty large wardrobe. I brought a lot of stuff. Thanks, Grumpy. I appreciate that. I'm usually fancier without stream, yes. Like, most days that you don't see me streaming, I'm either in pajamas. If I'm staying at home, like, I don't even bother changing out of PJs, or I'm the complete opposite. Like, I'm dressed up, ready to go out, and stuff like that. Yeah. But the spilling reason is very legit. Like, I kid you not, I wear a lot of black when I IRL stream, because I know how clumsy I am. So I try to avoid, like, spilling anything, and then it's just something I do. But yeah, I am way clumsier than your average person. So that's why I wear a lot of black. I'm not even joking. I have a napkin on my lap. But I don't even have really pants. Like, I'm wearing shorts. So today is okay. Yeah, black is so practical. It really is. I would wear a lot more color if I wasn't so scared of spilling, or I would wear a lot more white. But I spill way too much to wear white all the time. Black is the best color. Also, my nose is getting brutally attacked by this perfume. Like, it's making my nose so itchy. I am 100% having an allergy reaction. It's actually, like, making my nose so itchy. I can't even get tipsy with how itchy my nose is. No, it should be okay, but it's alright. Hilarious, Kase. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, what wine would you recommend to order on the first date? Okay, I actually have something for you for this. So, I went on a date in LA once. This was with the League player. So for a little context, neither of us were like particularly knowledgeable about wine, but I knew that he liked red wine. And to look cool, I learned about this one wine called Beaujolais. It's from an area very close to Burgundy, and you should absolutely be getting, like, if you're looking for something affordable but still good, and you want to sound like you know something about wine, I would recommend getting Beaujolais. It's spelled B-A-U, like Beau, and then J-O-L-A-I-S. And it's cheaper than most Burgundian wines, but it's grown very close to Burgundy. So it has very similar notes sometimes to Burgundy. It's Pinot Noir, the grape, and also it's really good. It's really good. There's like a slight effervescence. He told me that he likes red wine, okay? I wasn't stalking him. We had the conversation. He said that he likes red wine. So this is like the only piece of information I really knew about wine, was that Beaujolais was like trendy. And Beaujolais is still trendy. And you should absolutely be getting Beaujolais. Yeah, and it can be very good after only a year or two, so it's usually way cheaper than Burgundy. So if you want to impress her on flavor, on knowledge, on like pretend you have it, whatever it is, you should get Beaujolais. It's really good. Yeah. Oh, the date went great. It was really cute. It was very nice. I've been to Napa once. It was chill there. Beaujolais doesn't have to be young, but most of the time it's drank fairly young because they're exporting it to sell. Like, there's a lot of Burgundian red wines that are exported, so you cellar. And by cellaring, I mean you have your wine rack like this, and you put it in a cellar. Beaujolais doesn't really do that because the prices, first of all, aren't really like worth it. Like a bottle is like maybe $30, $40, $50, whereas Burgundy bottles can be like $100, $200, $300, $500. There's definitely like, $10,000 bottles out there. Different story. But Beaujolais is generally like under $200. So it's a lot more affordable and you kind of just drink it. But yeah, it doesn't have to be $400, $200. It can be like $50. I do that. I have a bottle of white Coke, which is a port from Portugal that I don't plan on having for a bit. Yeah, and that's fair too. If you can't tell the difference, and if the girl can't tell the difference, then who cares? Literally. But I feel like taste is very subjective, Right. Like, you might not care about spending $400 on a bottle of wine, but you might care about spending $400 on a bottle of malt whiskey. Like, everybody just has different tastes. Somebody might not give any shits about wine, but prefers to spend money on clothing or on, I don't know, collectibles, like whatever it is. Everybody has their own thing. Wine just happens to be one of mine. It does not mean that anybody else needs to share my preference for wine. Yeah. I've never gone grape stomping, no. But I definitely do think that there is a bottom line for wine I am willing to taste. Hell yeah, blue mushrooms. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I love port. Port's great. Port is really good. Hey, Landy. My nose is so itchy. A beer person? That's fair too. Honestly, whatever wine you like, or whatever you have, dude, my nose. My nose and the back of my throat are both so itchy. It's crazy. I haven't had a reaction to perfume this bad in a very long time. No, it's from the lady's perfume. Like the moment she started sitting down, like, it's okay. I want to finish my wine. Yeah, somebody's perfume is way too strong. Like, way too strong. Oh, neurotoxic, yeah. It's true. Like, My nose is feeling it. But too much perfume is overkill. Yeah. I never wear perfume. Literally ever. Oh. I don't know what I would do. I guess just scratch my nose the whole time. Because my allergies are never that bad. Like, my allergies are pretty mild as far as allergies go. It's just a little itchy nose. It just makes it very awkward. Because then I keep scratching my nose. And I can't smell right now at a wine tasting, which is not good. I guess I could bring a mask, yeah. Probably does. It is summer. I get it. Like, you really don't want, you're out for a bit, you don't want to stink. I get it. But, oh. My nose is insanely sensitive to perfume. I don't even have that good of a sense of smell, but I can smell perfume from like a mile away. It'll do so nice. Damn. Yeah, I can barely ever wear perfume on myself because it's too strong. It's honestly close because body odor, I smell and it stinks up. But I think perfume, heavy perfume is worse because I'm allergic. Like, I am literally allergic. I can't stop scratching my nose. Like, the tip of my nose just feels so itchy. I think so too, but it's always been like that for me though. Like, I've never been able to wear perfume my entire life because if I put any on, it just fucks me up so hard. But that being said, I don't love body odor either. Yeah, like heavy perfume stings. Like, it stings my nose, it stings the back of my throat. And sweat, I think you just like get over it at some point. But yeah, like normal body odor, I don't have a problem with. If you're a little sweaty, like whatever. If you actively stink, okay, that sucks. I use scented soap most of the time. I'm okay with scented soap. But perfume is like just hard no. Yeah. There are some really, really good. Yeah, I know. It's like I said, I've been having an allergy reaction for like the last half hour in here. You can definitely like hear that. Basically. However long I've been complaining about the smell. I don't love incense. I like candles, but not incense. No, it's okay. It's whatever. I finished all the fruits. I don't love incense. I think most of the time it just reminds me too much of like Asian temples, which I don't really need to be reminded of, if that makes sense. I think incense, is too strong. Candles are a lot better. Yeah, I don't really want my house smelling like an Asian temple. I really don't need that. Especially when most Asian temples are like places where like someone passed, so you're respecting someone. I just don't really need that reminder. I didn't even say ancient. I said Asian. Like, you know when you go to China or Korea or India or Japan and they have temples and there's always incense there? I just associate incense automatically with that. Or like if there's somebody who passed in your family and there's like a little memorial for them so that you can like pray in front of it. Like it just always reminds me of that, and that's what I grew up associating incense with. So therefore, I don't have a problem with anybody like, you know, paying their regards to their family members that passed. I just don't need a personal reminder of that in my home. Like in Asian culture, it's very popular to have incense at home for like that kind of stuff. And I just don't need it. Yeah, it looks like I'm speaking to a knife. I know what this looks like. It looks awkward as hell. But it's got my microphone on it. I don't hate the dead. I like them to live in peace. I just don't need the reminder at home. This is psychopath vibes for sure. Definitely slightly psychopathic behavior. Dude, they should have microphones that are on knives all the time. This is so funny. Well, no, this is just like the most reasonable place to put the microphone. My knife is magnetic. My microphone is magnetic. The knife is metal. So now I'm holding my knife like a microphone with my mic on it. Well, hopefully there are no kids at a wine tasting. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing the ladies event. Yeah. Yeah, this is just what professional streaming looks like, you know? Obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna yoink the knife. Yeah, it's a butter knife. I mean, imagine if I just went out on the street and handing this to people, be like, hey, what do you think? Like, how are you doing today? Point over the mic. Yeah, I have cheese. I've eaten a lot of it. I have this very heavy marble plate, but this is everything that's left. I've been snacking. This is the only thing that's left. There's cheese in here. Oh yeah, actually that's a really good idea, Aku. I could be like held at knife point. Like, answer these questions or else you're gonna get stabbed by this butter knife. Hey, I engage with random people. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bring that knife as my card holder. I should actually do that. Like, use it as my card protector. That would be great. They'll make TikToks and get themselves arrested. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Oh, does it? Does it cut out at times? This wine tasting? Well, this wine tasting I set up with Rio, which is the casino/hotel. I messaged them asking them if they would let me stream at the wine cellar. And they were like, yeah, sure. So that's why we're here. Which is kind of cool. What's your body count as you hold up a knife to them? That would be crazy. That would actually be really crazy. But I really love wine, as most people on this channel know. I love wine. So I am using my influence to get free wine tastings. It is my first time in this wine cellar. So Rio held WSOP, World Series of Poker, I think for like forever, like 20 years or something, before I moved across the street to like Paris. It was here for a bit. Yeah, there is cheese. It's right here. It's literally right here. Hell yeah, Messi. Good for you. No white wines for me today, but I'm supposed to be doing some liquors, which I'm a little nervous about, honestly. Honestly, I don't know. It's a little far away from the strip, so it's kind of hard to get food, I guess, at Rio. But Rio was shut for like maybe a year or two, and they basically revamped everything in it, so it's better now. But I didn't really have any strong opinions about the first time I would play WSOP in here. I barely remember it. Like, I think I played 2 hands all of my first ever year of WSOP. I skipped last year's WSOP, and now I'm playing this year's. But tomorrow is the ladies' event. The bread is the dinner. I barely touched my bread. Yeah, I do, Aku. I do. Thank you. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. I'm gonna try to not rebuy 3 times. The last ladies event I played, I rebought 3 times. So it would be nice to be able to just make it like far in on my first bullet. Yeah, a lot of the WSOP events are actually live streamed on Poker Go, so they hold the exclusive rights for that. But I do believe that it's also mostly only for like final tables, feature tables. Yeah. It's true, rebuys only get you more hands, not necessarily better hands. But I'm really hoping to make it far in the ladies event. I'm a little nervous. I was watching 101's videos before coming on the stream in the hopes of like last minute cramming for a tournament. We all know that last minute cramming is not very helpful, but you never know. But yeah, I'll try to make the final table so you guys can watch. You can follow my progress online if they bother to report it on Poker News, but there's not really like anything super consistent. It's not like they keep track of every hand or anything like that. But yeah, that's basically what you're able to do. Butt spot. Sorry, I'm trying to not drop you guys to make it super loud. I don't know if there's going to be a feature table for the ladies event though. But yeah, hopefully you'll just be able to come with me to the ladies event final table. Maybe you'll see me on the poker channel. Oh dude, I don't really want anyone to follow me when I play poker. Not at all. Like I never ever, even when I used to play chess, I hated the fact that my mom would like, it's just so much more pressure. I am very okay with not, basically like, I am extremely okay if nobody knows how I'm doing until whether or not I bust out. or if I'm still like, I don't really need to have anybody know. I like being alone. Gonna wear a hoodie and sunglasses? I'm gonna wear a hoodie for sure because it's cold. Sunglasses, we'll find out. I'm scared of my sunglasses reflecting my hands, honestly. Hey, lost smile. Hello, hello. Which is why I have so much respect to the Botezes for streaming every tournament game. I know that it's like content for them and stuff, but it's so much more pressure, I feel like, to play a tournament and have everybody watch your action all the time. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. I like to just kind of do things tournament-wise undercover. Oh no, she withdrew? No. Wait, really? The wine tasting is definitely going, yeah. Poland's too strong. Wait, no, that's so sad. She had such a good start. Does she lose rating? A day off? Wait, does that mean she's coming for the ladies then? I haven't texted her about that. Oh, like her current rating still matters? Oh my gosh, hey Maria. Thank you so much for the raid. Cheers, everyone. 2 losses in a row is tough. Yeah, poor Alex. You know, I've never withdrawn from a chess tournament. It's something to do with my ego. Oh my gosh, I have a story. Okay, but first, let's welcome the raiders. Hello, hello. I'm currently in Vegas, everyone. I'm at a wine tasting. Rio, the casino, very graciously set us up here in their wine cellar. So that's what we're doing. We're currently having a wine from California. It's called it's from Camus. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing if she did. I thought the final decision for that was late May though. So I'd be surprised, but good for her if she did. But I thought like you knew by the end of May. Like after the zonals, it was just decided. I'm also having a really bad allergy reaction to a lady who wore too much perfume, which is why I'm scratching my nose a lot, but anyways. Maria is a big wine fanatic too. We actually shared a bottle of wine together when she was here in Toronto. I don't know how late I can register for the ladies, but I'll probably want to register like around 100 big blinds. Yeah. Okay, story time. So there was a tournament once called the Canadian Women's Zonals, and there was a girl whose mom, kind of like my mom, was a bit of a tiger mom. And every time her daughter did poorly, and every time somebody else was doing really well and really close to getting a title, she would withdraw her daughter from the tournament. This happened twice. This happened during the Canadian Women's Zonals in 2012, when I was 12, which prevented a lady, one of the girls, from being able to get her Women International Master title or something. And then she did it again in the North American Youth Chess Championships, which is crazy, which I think actually prevented Alex from being able to like win a specific title or something, which didn't matter at the end of the day. But yeah, there was this one lady and her daughter that like fucked up 2 different chess tournaments within like 2 years. It was so wild. The girl still ended up getting into UPenn at the end of the day, but I just feel like it was so unfair. Basically, like she withdrew from the last round without playing the girl, So if you do, it's a Canadian zonal, so I think it was a close event. So if you take away a person from your roster, like if you're supposed to play 9 rounds, but one person doesn't play, you actually end up basically getting the win, but it doesn't count as a win against them because they withdrew from the tournament. So you get a +1 point, but you don't get the win against them. And then you don't end up getting the rating, and you don't end up getting the win against a title player, which means you lose your chances for, the minimum opponents, and you also lose your chances for the title. So this happened twice in my lifetime, which is why I don't have anything against people withdrawing from tournaments, at open tournaments. But if you're withdrawing from something like the Canadian Zonals, which is a very small pool of players, it is fucking wild. Canadian chess was a nutcase. It was such a shit show. So, anyways. Thanks, Lone Gamer. This happened like 12 years ago. But, yeah. Withdrawing tournaments. Chase. Yeah. Oh, the ladies event's only 1 rebuy? Okay, I'll only lose 2. So that's a little bit of lore about Canadian women's chess. I've never withdrawn from a tournament. Maybe I should. I should have withdrawn from some tournaments. But yeah, I agree, Senta. I don't think the girl had that much to do with the decision. Because, she was like, I don't know, 16, 17. It was probably the mother. But yeah. Like I said, Asian parenting. Like, it's very unlikely that a kid is like, no, I'm gonna fuck up everybody else's tournament. Like, that's just not something that most of the time people go through the thought process for. And it's definitely usually something that, like, the parents come up with. Like, oh, my daughter can't win anymore? Okay, let's pull her out and mess up everybody else. Like, that's why I'm very specifically specifying that I think it was some Asian parenting. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I can see Asian parents doing that. I can absolutely see that. We were just talking about this, actually. I think because it's an open tournament, I think it is totally okay for Alex to withdraw. Like, it's the Krakow Open or something. If it was in the zonals, I was just talking about how her girl's mom would make her withdraw anytime she was not winning a tournament and basically fuck up everybody else's chances of getting titles. I think that's a very different story. But it's an open tournament. Realistically speaking, Alex not participating versus Alex participating makes zero difference. So, to me, I think whatever Alex needs to do best for her mental is, goodbye me. Yeah, it's literally a zero problem for anyone. It's very different if you withdraw from a close tournament. I mean, I do think that she should just stay in Poland for Andrea. That I agree with. That I do agree with. But, it's just for Andrea's sake. They're sisters. I'll let them figure that out. That's not my problem. That's literally not my problem. I mean, Andrea withdrew from the previous tournament once, right? She withdrew from Charlotte with 1 round to go. Or something. I'm sure they will still stream Andrea's remaining matches, yeah. Absolutely. Andrea wanted to, quit. Wait, they both withdrew now? I'm so confused. Wait, what's happening? I'm actually genuinely so confused. They're both out of the tournament? Or is this the other tournament? Yeah, I'll probably just ask them. I mean, I don't love the idea of withdrawing from tournaments because, you know, it's something that you signed up for. Like, it kind of sets an unfortunate precedent that, like, if you're having a bad start to a tournament, you just withdraw. But I don't think that's what Alex is here doing, so I think it's okay. Like, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And once again, it's not like they're really fucking up that much. So, yeah. I think Alex withdrew, is the news I'm hearing. Like, I think it's always better to play it until the end, just because, you know, sportsmanship and all that. But also at the same time, realistically speaking, it matters like 0%. Like someone just doesn't get to play against Alex. She would definitely lose less ELO if she stayed and won the rest of her games. So she is making that decision knowing that. But once again, it's an open tournament where she wasn't in contention for any prizes. And nobody was having any norm chances anyways in an under 2100 tournament or 2200 tournament. So it really doesn't matter. I have no idea. Like I said, I just don't think it matters that much. She didn't forfeit. Maybe a Bota's live mod can explain the situation to us. I just don't think it really matters that much. I think whatever she does better for her mental is best for her. Like, it really, really, really just doesn't matter that much. I hope she's just doing okay. It's just so different if it was a close tournament, which this is not. This is not a close tournament. Yeah, for sure. Exactly, Kaze. It's totally alright. But she withdrew before pairings. And I don't think it is ever like the streamer's responsibility to show up and be there to be entertainment for everybody else. Oh, she's playing next round? Well, then she didn't even withdraw. Then why are we even having this conversation? Like, I don't think so. I think it's very normal in 2024 to want the best for your student. If she doesn't have a chance to win, and she feels like she doesn't have a chance to win, then okay. Yeah. Then why are people bringing this up? Exactly. I just went on this very long rant about this girl that was withdrawing from Canadian tournaments back in 2012. Okay, sounds good. Once again, whatever they do, whatever Alex decides to do, I hope is best for her mental health. And like I said, her participation in the tournament really only affects herself. Nobody in the tournament has Nobody in the tournament has norm chances. Nobody in the tournament is more or less likely to play. No one cares. Exactly. No one cares. Sums it up. Yeah. All's fair. Okay, all's fair with love and open chess tournaments. All is not. If Alex played in the Canadian Women's Zonals and I was there and she fucked up my chances of getting a higher title, I would be pissed. Not that she's ever done that, but somebody actually did that once. So, as long as it's an open tournament and it doesn't mess anybody else up, then it doesn't matter. Which in this case, it's true. No one cares. Like, it does not matter. Yes. Right. She should do that. Absolutely. Join me in Vegas. But, you know, once again, whatever is best for them. Seriously. If your actions are not going to really impact other people, then it doesn't matter. That's what I'm thinking all the time. It's like, does my action impact others? If the answer is no, I'm going to do whatever I want. And if the answer is yes, I'll try to be a little more careful. Fair enough, Bets. Fair enough. I like that too. Yeah, I'm going to be playing the ladies event tomorrow. I don't think she can make it back from Poland in time if she's playing around tomorrow to play in the ladies, so unlikely. That's kind of unlikely. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you ain't hurting anyone, just enjoy yourself. Seriously. Like, there's probably very little shot, even if she flew out right now, she could make it on time. So I'm betting it's unlikely. Dude. Okay. My nose is so itchy. Yeah, live and let live. Exactly. Oh. Being like 3 hours from now in Poland, yeah. I forget how late it is for all other parts of the world. Being in Pacific time zone, really, it feels so different. Yes, they are still here. They are. Well, I can't even tell at this point. I don't even feel like tipsy because of how bad my nose is itching. It's too much trouble. I have so many bottles and so many glasses. It's so bad. Okay. This is fine. Yes, the lady next to me has the strongest perfume I've smelt in a very long time. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Oh. Oh, God. Like, really bad. Okay, I don't actually know if I can handle this much longer. I am really struggling. Oh. Okay. The suffering. I need to switch tables for sure. Yeah. I really don't want to move. Hilarious, Bets, yeah. No, it's okay. It's alright. This is fine. We're surviving. Sort of. I can't even do a deep inhale.
I think that's when I first met you. Is when you were in get off your phone.
It's alright. Basically, I agree. I'm just gonna rough it out, say it's the latest in European Somalia chic. Yes, this is fine. It's okay. I'm still alive. I think she's so absorbed in her own space. She does not, like, notice at all. I don't think she does. I don't think she's hearing anything. But also, I feel like wearing excessive perfume in 2024, when so many places are like, please don't wear excessive perfume. I'm just like, why? Like, why are we wearing excessive perfume? Yes, music B, yes, absolutely. Oh. Yeah, there are places that are like, please be conscious about how much perfume you're wearing. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I feel like a psychopath with my butter knife. I have too much stuff. I have so much stuff. Okay, the Camus was really, really good. Oh, that would be crazy. Yeah, I'm holding my knife up to her. I'm finishing the Camus. This is the only one that I'll be finishing. If you can hear the lady talking right now, yeah, that's her. Main event pros and cons. Well, the con is that it's $10,000. Also, it takes you like 3 days to make it into the money, so that's 3 days of your life. Yeah, it's the both of them. The wine is really good though. The wine's really good. It's okay, Kaze. I don't want to be a menace. I really don't want to be a menace. No, you can't really take the wine home. I only have the bottles here for show. Like, this was not even open, but this is the one I'm currently drinking, and this is really good. Dude, I think about that all the time. Isn't it crazy that I could just have a really good run in the main event and that would literally change my life forever? Any main event. Any WSOP event. If I made the final table for any WSOP event, that would be life-changing. Yeah. Takes forever, exactly, Bets. I really, really, really wish that, like, I really, 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 really hope that I play well and do the best, play to the best of my ability, but it's so freaking hard. There's so many people. There's some good people. There's some really bad people. But it is $10,000 at the end of the day, which is 10,000 US is the main event. The ladies event tomorrow is 1,000 US, which I will probably play at least. Apparently, I'm only allowed to rebuy one, so 2 bullets max. But so $2,000 tomorrow. But yeah, the main event is the best chance of your life to become a multi-millionaire or to get some fame and recognition, but it's also the best chance of your life to just, you know, burn $10,000. Like, that's the crazy thing about poker, you see? Like, that's literally the crazy thing about poker. Sure, the upside is really high, but the downside is also really high. So, probably take Benadryl. I don't think I have any, but I might be able to find some. Yeah, that too, Bets. Yeah. Money is nice, yes. Money is always nice, but if you make a deep run in the main event, then fail to catch the following year, sad days. 3 to 4 days and 10K gone and nothing to show for it, exactly. I am literally hedging. So I have a sponsor stream on the 9th, which is the final day for the main event. I have that booked that way because if I make it, then I can tell the brand, hey, this is like the most important tournament of my life. And just like suck it up for whatever, like, you know, punishment is probably a stretch, but like probably owe them a little. But anyways, yeah, I'll just be like, you know, if I make it that far, I would be really happy if I could make it onto the 9th. It's called hedging. It's really hard to explain what hedging is in poker because if you're not like that type of person, you wouldn't understand. But it's basically like setting something up while you have something else going on in the hopes that the thing that you set up will not happen, but you know that the thing that you're currently doing is very unlikely to happen. Sorry, the 9th is not even day 4, it's day 3. Yeah, I'm basically hedging. I am literally hedging in the hopes that like the universe will be like, yes, exactly, Oro Baker, thank you. That describes it perfectly. No, it's like when you bet against your team, so you hope so you make money if they lose, but you're also happy when they win. Yeah, 9th is not even in the money. That's so crazy. Ugh. That's so insane. And the money is day 4. It's the 10th. It's not even the 9th. Yeah, I'm basically playing both sides. Wait, I need to tell my sponsor that. I did not actually realize that the 9th doesn't even cash. There's one more day after that. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh. I am a little lost in the structure too. I need to figure out which days I'm going to be playing. We have to move. I have to move. Oh, sorry. I apologize. My bad. This is mine. I apologize. I have to go somewhere else. Cutlery knife. Should I take it with me? Sure, I'll take it with me. No, we're just gonna move. I just can't be here anymore. I finished most of the wine that I want to have. Okay. Oh. Kama's was really good. Honestly, all three of them were really good. I just can't sit here much longer. I am so red. Okay. We'll just relocate a little bit and figure out where to go. It's Asian flush and the allergies hitting me at the same time. No, it's okay. We're not going to show anyone, but...
So when I was at Sparrow and Wolf,
This might be reserved. Okay. I'm going to move to like... Oh. One sec. I am super red because of the allergies. I'm gonna take this little corner over here. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go over here. That was so bad. No, it's not even the people. It's just the fact that, like... Sorry, is it okay if I sit here?
Pardon me?
Is it okay if I sit here?
Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
thank you. Okay. We're gonna move just to like another little section of this wine cellar. It was really just the perfume. Alright. Okay. It's a little better here. This is good. This is really good. The knife mic. Yeah. Well, I just figured this is the easiest place to attach it. So, oh gosh. Hey Cadbury, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. I am recovering, yes. I'm gonna sip my coffee and recover. Whew. Oh wait, is it too loud now? Oh my gosh, Cadbury, 5,000 bits? I didn't even realize that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much. We're here, we're still in the Rio. The wine cellars at the Rio. The texture come from wine. I don't need a recovery, honestly. I'm doing great. It's fantastic here. The wines were really good. I'm actually gonna go move my wines really quick. Hello, Kate, Koji user. Hello, hello. I'm gonna bring them over.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm bringing the other two over.
They don't have any.
And then we're gonna do bourbon and something else, whiskey, I think. Bourbon and whiskey. I didn't get a chance to explain to them that I moved because of perfume, but it's okay. They're very welcoming, thankfully. Yeah. So we are in the wine cellar. This is an actual cellar. Like, it's not just decorated like a cellar, it actually is a cellar. You'll see when we leave the cellar. Oh, you can see the stairs behind me. It's actually really cute. So up there is the actual casino floor. You can see the guy going up, and it looks very, very different from what you see down here. So this is actually a legitimate wine cellar. I don't know if they really sell her that much wine. Hi.
How are we doing?
Good,
Enjoyed
great.
the wine so far?
Yes, absolutely.
Get a little bourbon flight as well?
Would love to. Thank you so much. I've never done a bourbon flight before. I'm really excited. Yeah. So I've never done a bourbon flight before. I've done cognac as a flight. I've done sake, which is not. I've done rum, but I've never done. And I've done tequila / mezcal, but I've never done bourbon. So this is exciting. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's an actual cellar, yeah. It is an actual cellar. I'm gonna angle it this way.
These are the Widow Jane bourbons. They come from New York, actually.
Perfect, thank you. Ooh, these are cool.
So the first one, this is actually aged in an ex-maple syrup barrel.
Maple syrup barrels. Oh, so this is very Canadian. So I'm from Canada. So this is.
These come from Brooklyn, New York, but they use water from a mine in upstate New York.
Cool.
The whiskies themselves actually come from like Kentucky and Indiana, but then they're aged and bottled in New York.
Amazing, thank you. Sorry. This is just the microphone. Yeah, I have it attached here.
So both the first two are 10-year-old bourbons, and the third one is a 13-year-old bourbon. So lucky number 13.
Thank you. All right, guys. So this is bourbon. I've never done a bourbon tasting. I'm honestly not very well educated on the difference between bourbon and whiskey and scotch and all that stuff, but this is really cool. The knife is something special. It's my mic. Were you guys able to hear what he explained, or do you want me to go over it again? So I'm gonna place it like this. Okay, audio is good. Awesome. Okay. Great. So yeah, this is a bourbon flight that I have not done. Is it a sweet liquor? I don't think bourbon is that sweet. No. Okay, you could hear him well? Okay, awesome. So this one is straight bourbon whiskey finished in maple syrup barrels. So actually, I didn't really explain this when I was drinking the red wines, but this one, wait one sec, I don't remember which one this was. One second, I mixed it up. I finished the Camus, but the Papillon and the Isosceles, I don't remember which one was which. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay, so this is the Papillon, and this one is the Isosceles. Okay, so when it comes to grapes and the way that they ferment it, a lot of the time it's done in oak barrels in California with a mix of stainless steel barrels. That's the most popular too for Cab Sauv. So the Italians do a bunch of wild shit. They have their wine sitting in cement vats. They put them in clay pots underground, in a traditional Roman style. So there's a lot of stuff going on. In France, they've even started developing glass vats, because glass has the least interaction of all of the world's materials. So they've even developed glass tanks and stuff. But for the most part, when it comes to wine that's traditionally made and what you might be having, most of the time it's going to be in oak barrels and in stainless steel. Those are going to be the two most popular vehicle for holding wine.
Take notes. Sorry, this is not supposed to be like a really educational lesson, but I feel like it's good for people to understand. So this is a very long way of saying that with alcohol, you can ferment your alcohol in pretty much anything, but you have to think about what you're fermenting it in, because whatever you're fermenting it in is going to impart flavor into said alcohol. So for example, if you have white, this is most characteristic in white wines, where for example, like in Burgundy, Chardonnay, it's the most popular white grape. Most of Chardonnay is going to be in some mixture of old French oak and stainless steel. And the old French oak imparts like this texture flavor into the wine. Yeah. That's jail hooch. Gross. My nose is still killing me. But anyways, that's a little spiel. And then for alcohol, for liquors and stuff, obviously, once again, you can ferment your wine in absolutely anything. There's not really a restriction on that. You don't have to do it in oak barrels. You don't have to do it in stainless steel. But for the most part, it tastes good when you do it in oak barrels and stainless steel. So this one, the gentleman was explaining to us that it was finished in a maple syrup barrel. So you can kind of imagine what maple syrup as a wood would taste. So for the most part, oak barrels impart like buttery, a slight smoky finish sometimes. I would imagine with something like maple syrup, it's going to be a little sweeter on the nose. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the facts are always changing about winemaking, and there's new trends and all that stuff all the time. And I'm honestly not the best person to speak on it. I haven't even been legally able to drink wine for longer than like 3 years in the United States of America. And I certainly was not drinking anything like remotely good. Like I was just having liquor, like vodka. I was drinking vodka up until 2021. So I'm really, really new to all of this stuff too. But I've been like trying to pick up a lot on wine recently, and I love wine and I love studying it. So this one is going to be the maple syrup barrel. It does not say how long it is aged for, but yeah. I went from vodka, Red Bull to Chardonnay and oak barrels. Exactly. It's been a glow up for sure. So I don't really know anything about bourbon, so it's really cool to learn about it. Wow. It is 45.5% alcohol. And I gotta admit, it kind of tastes like 45.5% alcohol. Jeez. That one is, oh, can we change the YouTube stream title to getting absolutely... No, I'm joking. But, like, can we change the title to tasting, bourbon tasting? Jeez. That one is, yeah. Are we not live on YouTube? Perhaps some carbs? I had carbs. It's okay. This is the last bit of alcohol I'm gonna have. Because if I have any more, I am 100% going to end up in the hospital, and I do not get free healthcare here, so I have no interest in ending up in the hospital.
They've been so generous. They've been actually so generous. It's so great. Yeah. Well, I didn't finish the 2 reds, so I have a little leeway. But it's really good. Oh, you already changed the title. Oops, sorry. Did I change it back accidentally? It's true, Evie. It's true. No, I will ask for water, yeah. No, I just have a lot of friends in the wine industry. But Rio specifically helped set this up. So huge shout out to the Rio if you're in Vegas. This is an awesome, awesome wine cellar. The wine tasting itself is actually more extensive than what I had, but even then it was $25 only. And Camus is really good. If you know Camus, then like, yeah, it's really good. So yes, and they've been very, very, very nice. Can I introduce you to your friends? I wish. So this is Rio, the Rio Casino in Vegas. You can't really miss it. It's purple. It's giant purple. Like if you drive on the strip and if you're driving from west to east on the strip, like going down towards downtown Vegas, you'll see it on your left. Yeah, it's Thursday. I also discovered today is not a Friday. Yes, I am definitely tipsy. Thank you for asking. The maple syrup comes through. So this next one is aged 10 years in new American oak barrels. So guys, what do you think aging alcohol does to the alcohol? Pop quiz. Yeah, thank you, Bets. There we go. Yes. Say less, I'll buy it. So a lot of things can actually happen. There's a lot of things that can happen. First of all, you don't really get alcohol off like the very start. The fermentation process helps you get alcohol. Like it makes the alcohol. But a lot of the time, aged alcohol rounds out the taste, yeah. Like it makes it quite literally better, for lack of like more elaborate wording. Makes it better, which is really cool. And that's why like aged alcohol usually is also more expensive. Right, it can be really smooth. Why does it get better? You can think of like, so really cheap alcohol kind of just smells and tastes like ethanol. I don't know if you've had really cheap vodka, but I did recently in Poland. And it basically, for lack of better wording, was like drinking pure ethanol. Or like it just smelled like pure ethanol. Once you ferment it a little bit longer and it ages a little longer, some of that starts to settle. And instead of just getting pure, like the alcohol, you get flavor. You can get flavor in your alcohol. So this one, for example, I wish you guys could smell this, but it smells sweet. I sniffed a little too much of it in. So obviously I'm still getting ethanol because it's alcohol, but there's like notes of like apple and stuff on it, which is the same concept for wine. Once again, my nose is completely shot today. But like if you smell the wine, it's supposed to come with like its tasting notes and stuff. I can't really tell you at this current time, but you get the point. Yeah. So, yes. Sky vodka lineup on the back. Hey, some people are coming down here for vodka. What you gonna say? So this is bourbon. This is currently bourbon. We're currently on bourbon. Oh gosh. But my nose is completely shot. So bourbon, I think, is American, whereas whiskey is not. I don't really know the difference. But this is really cool. There's only so many batches of this made. So this one has... I love bourbon, don't get me wrong. After 3 glasses of wine, this might have been a little adventurous. It might have been a little adventurous. Like, I am, at the end of the day, a not very big Asian girl. So, I might have overestimated my ability. Yeah. I do like bourbon. I really do. This is once again generalizing, but I really like my alcohol to be not white in color. Like, I don't love vodka. I don't love tequila. I like my cognac. I like my bourbon. I like my whiskey. I like a good Manhattan. I like smoky and liquor. I don't really like vodka that much. I don't really like tequila that much. Yeah. So bourbon is right up my alley. A good rum is really good. I'm not a huge fan of like clear alcohols. I honestly have no idea what citrus water, like what are we referring to by citrus water? Like just regular citrus water? Because I like citrus water. I do like Long Island. I had this really crazy, hi, good. Is it possible to get water? Yeah, thank you so much. I do enjoy my old-fashioned, but this is great. And then you can also see the difference between something that has been aged. Thank you so much. You might know this if you've drank tequila or rum. The older it's been aged, the more color it usually imparts. And this is the same for wine. So if you look at like a bottle of wine from like 1980s, you'll see that usually it's got a more like brownish color. And one of the things that happens to alcohol when it sits in like a tank or something for a little longer, or a bottle, it usually gets that color from like oxidization or something. Anyways, oh sorry, is that mic not working? Yeah, and also sediment cells, but that's a different story. So basically, you can see the color difference between this 10-year aged one and this 13-year aged one. So you can see that the 10-year aged one is like golden in color, is how I would describe it. Whereas the orange one, this one, the 13-year one, I would describe as more orange in color. Sorry. Yeah, like a good reposado is going to be way darker in color than a tequila that was made like this year. Yeah, the more you know. Your eyes don't render in high enough resolution, yeah. But there's definitely a slight color difference. Even for wines that are like relative, I think both of these were like 2021. I can't remember exactly. But like even for wine, you can see that there's a slight difference in color. And this is actually one of the deciding factors on a blind tasting for you to identify which wine is wine. Sorry, which wine is what. Like usually, if you see, like you can see how the color of this one is a little bit more, like this one's a little bit more violet and this one has a little bit of like red brown in it. It's really hard to tell because you guys are yes, it's not a knife. It's on a butter knife. Don't worry about it. But it's actually different. It's actually really different. If you really look into wines, they are all different. Like the color of it. And also viscosity is different. I can't really show it to you guys very clearly, but the viscosity is basically like, you can see the legs dripping down. Okay, now I really want to swirl my wine and show it to you guys. Yeah, it's really, really hard to tell. But like, if you swirl it, you can see how viscous it is by the dripping of the wine. Like, you can see that this one is dripping down like relatively fast, but viscosity is another like clear identifier of what type of wine it is when you do blind tastings. But these are mostly like blind tasting stuff. You're not gonna walk into a restaurant and like the waiter is not gonna be like, oh, if you can identify this glass of wine, we're gonna give you the bottle. Like, it doesn't work like that. But my point is, there's a lot of deciding factors when it comes to wine, way more than people recognize, which is why like wine tasting is really interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's also very nerdy and very niche. But anyways, this is like what I like to do. Why am I doing side quests? Because side quests are fun. I love doing side quests. Side quests are great. Yeah, a lot of people enjoy wine tasting. If you don't enjoy wine tasting, that's okay as well. You can just drink for the sake of drinking, and that's totally okay. No judgment here. But like, when I have a lot of friends that do wine tasting, so I'm just there, and I'm like, yes, and I'm just there enjoying. But I like to learn about stuff that I enjoy. I think it's always more fun to have a little knowledge about it than it is to just do it for the sake of doing it. Yeah. Never done it? Yeah. I'm a big nerd. I'm a big wine nerd. Okay, so this is the 13-year-old so this is age 13 years in American oak. So I have a fun fact for you. You guys might not even know what Madeira is. But Madeira can oftentimes be like 80 years old. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. But there's some Portuguese ports like Madeira that are actually aged for basically 40 years. 40 years. They spend the juice is spending 40 years in a barrel before it even gets like aged for another 10 in glass or something, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, wine's insane. Alcohol in general is insane. Once you go into the depths of how alcohol is made, it's pretty wild. It's a very wild time. I've learned so much over the last couple of years. And once you know a little bit about alcohol, it's way more acceptable to be drinking on a Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. than if you didn't know anything about alcohol, you know? So I'm just letting you know. Might as well as educate yourself a little bit. Doubt. Instead of just being alcoholic, you can be a classy alcoholic. No, I'm joking. Just identify as British. Dude, it's so crazy how much like drunk Brits were in Krakow and also in Lisbon. I swear to God, drunk Brits just apparently go like, I guess Brits just like to go to cheaper places and drink alcohol or something. Yeah. Never. Yeah. Like, Brits are a different breed, man. I was not expecting to hear so much English and hear so many drunk Brits in Krakow. Drunk British tourists in Europe are so funny to me. It's just so funny to me. Like, I went to Lisbon and there were so many drunk Brits. I went to Krakow and there were so many drunk Brits. They just really pick like cheaper places and then go get drunk. These are crazy. Oh, are there a lot of hybrids in Amsterdam? I know about Amsterdam, though. I do. Oh, really? The second home of drunk Brits. Why do British people like going abroad and getting drunk so much? Genuinely. Like, actually. Why is this just like... Why is this the British cliche? Oh, Ryanair flies really cheap. Yeah. Oh, I'm so jealous about European prices. It's actually... You gotta build drink-proof bathrooms. I'm so curious about how like cities like Lisbon and Krakow feel about drunk Brits. They just like getting drunk. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, this is so generous, but I can't finish this. Amsterdam hates them. I would too. If anybody's in Vegas right now and want to come help me finish, I have a half glass, another half glass, and 1, 2, and 3 bourbons that need drinking. So, feel free to contribute. Feel free to contribute. So I have an alcohol I will never drink again. I am never having cheap vodka again. I say that, and then I 100% know I'm going to have cheap vodka at some point when I'm going out. But yeah, I think cheap vodka is where I draw my line. I will have cheap tequila, but cheap vodka. Like those $10 bottles. That's where I draw my line. What is the number to summon a drunk Brit? Yeah. Oh, Tishki. Tishkie. Never having Tishkie either. Yeah. That's the offer expired hours. Wow. I've had too much vodka in my life. Too much. I tell you. Way too much. Yeah, they give headaches. And also, I'm at a point in life where I have to be really cautious about, or a little bit more cautious at least, about my alcohol intake. So, yeah. Yeah, that I agree with. But even in cocktails, I prefer having like slightly higher quality wine. Or sorry, alcohol. Like, I don't care too much when I'm out, but I would just rather save myself from the headache and the hangovers the next day. Yeah, I think knowing what you're able to handle is really important. This is a fact. Do you guys like my butter knife? I should just do this. I should just yoink this, and this can become my new microphone. When I go out and do street interviews, I'll just have this attached and be like, hey, what's your name? What's your age? Where are you from? It's like, I don't think so, Nick. This is a weird mic up setup I have. Well, I just found the first thing that has like a metal part on it because my microphone is magnetic, but I lost the part that like pins onto your shirt. I lost that part, so now I just have this little butter knife. Speak into the knife, please. You've drunk until vomiting twice? Yeah, I would never ever drink until vomit. I am genuinely here to taste Also, I have to admit, this one is really, really cool because this is aged 13 years in American oak, and it's also batch 13. And it's really cool. I love, like, I don't know, craft alcohol, I guess. So, craft alcohol. I think it's work, yeah, but I don't really know. Like, a knife is easier because it acts as, like, something I can hold on to. Whereas with a coin, it's kind of small. I don't know if this is really being fancy, though. People think the wine tasting is fancy and stuff, but, like, this is cheaper than buying a cocktail on the Vegas Strip. I'm not joking. It's $25 for the tasting. Fair enough. Fair enough. A cocktail on the Strip is also $25. Yeah. But this is just like the prices in the wine cellar. I am sadly not joking. Yes. Like, sure, it looks fancy, but I promise you it's pretty worth it. That might be the wine club members fee. But wine tastings don't usually cost that much. Like, I'm not even joking. Yes, absolutely, Bets. Absolutely. I had 3 glasses of wine with like half glasses remaining. I had one full glass. I had drank all of the Camus, and I've left the isosceles and the Papillon. Not because I didn't like them, but because I started at 4 p.m. and I am on 6 hours of sleep, having slept at like 6 a.m. So I'm trying to keep myself alive because I also have a poker tournament to play tomorrow, which I need to figure out when I am playing that. I don't even know when I'm playing that. I literally have no idea. So yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't think like wine is really that expensive. Wine is a lot more approachable than people recognize. There's very expensive wines out there which might skew it for some people and make you think that it's like, oh, super fancy and stuff. But for the most part, wine is pretty approachable. There's very good stuff in the range of like $20 to $50 American. There's very good stuff in most European countries for way less. I'm not joking. You can get very good Burgundian wine for like 30 euros. And these are like, and they would be double the price in the US. Like you can get Chablis. There's this one, oh my god, there's a Chablis. So there's a place in Chablis that bottles like the juice from a bunch of producers. Oh, I can't remember the name now. They have a huge plant in Chablis. I can't remember. I think it's called Petit Chablis. No, Petit Chablis. Anyways, you can find really affordable, amazing wine in Europe for like very affordable. And it's way better than what you could get for that price point in America. Way better. Yeah. So, you know, Galazzo, hell yeah, EBJ. Yeah. Oh, the tasting has been amazing so far. It's been truly tremendous. They've been so gracious. They've been so nice here. Yeah. You can do even better in Australia and New Zealand, it's true. Places that have wine but don't really get... Oh, Portugal. Insane value. Now I understand why Brits go to Portugal to get drunk. Insane value for wine. Really good, really cheap, because they don't really get to export as much, because not that many people know anything about Portuguese wines, so they don't really get to sell outside of Portugal, and what gets exported is like really high-end stuff. So yeah, anyways, that's a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, Chile has some really good stuff. Argentina has some really good stuff. Wine is pretty affordable for the most part. This is why it's so cool to learn about wine, because then you know if you're getting ripped off or not. And then you can make that judgment for yourself at a restaurant for whether or not something is worth it. Like, once again, my recommendation for best value for price would be Beaujolais. Best value for the price. Beaujolais is like almost like Burgundy, a little different, but it's way cheaper. And you should absolutely be having that if you want to impress your date. South Africa also has good wines, yeah. Yeah. There's really good like Riesling and Gewürztraminers and all that stuff out there as well, so. This is what I do on my free time. I missed the closing ceremony for the candidates, like the chess candidates that was in Toronto, because I went to a wine tasting, a Californian wine tasting, and I passed the fuck out. Wine tasting was like, I think I ended at maybe 6:37, and the closing ceremony started at 8, and I was like, I'm gonna take a 1 hour nap on my couch, and I didn't wake up until 10. So, yeah, that might have happened. To be fair, nobody told me that the closing ceremony was going to be a full dinner. So it was really awkward. I thought I could just show up at the end and, like, applaud the winners. But no, it was like a full 2-hour dinner. So. But it was worth it. Yeah, it was one of the coolest wine tasting I've ever done. So, yeah, I apologize. I did go to the closing the after party though. I made it to the after. But I would rather. Okay, wine tasting events are. In another lifetime, I would have 100% been a som. In another lifetime, I would have chosen to do this as my career. I mean, it's not really too late for me to do it. I just think I think I would enjoy it more than working in it. So, anyways. Yeah. That's true, Hyocho, yes. Yeah, never gone day drinking. No, absolutely not. I could get a W set as a hobby, it's true. No, never, Bats. We've never shared a bottle of Portuguese wine. Sometime in the early afternoon. No, never. Absolutely not. But yeah. Yeah, we both don't even know who wine is. No. No, absolutely not. But yeah, alcohol, wine. The bourbon tasting is really cool. So, all of these are super different on the nose. Super different. But they're all really good. I have 5. We can't finish it, sadly. I'm never able to finish it. Yeah, exactly. Chess makes you sad, wine makes you happy. I mean... Well, the thing about wine is that to become a som, you have to put in a lot of work. And it doesn't realistically pay all that, like, amazing. And you have to deal with, like, people who think they know everything about wine. And they actually don't. Myself. So you gotta deal with that type of people. It's like when I coach chess sometimes and someone's like, oh yeah, no, I'm doing this because actually I think this is better for me. And I'm there like, homie, you're 1,000. You don't know shit. Like, can you please listen to me? Anyways, my point is, like, I feel like I could never work the floor. Like, I could never be somebody that has to serve people. kind of have to do that for streaming, and I think I do an ass job of it. Like, I don't think, as far as like people pleasing, and if you became a som, you would actually have to people please. Like, you would just try to sell bottles whether or not they know anything about it. You gotta like pretend that they're very like, oh yes sir, you know a lot about it. Wow, you're so well, you know, educated, and you have to show them off to their like girlfriend or date or, you know, their sugar baby or whatever it is, and be like, yes, and you gotta prop them up. So yeah, anyways, I feel like being a som is very extroverted, but this was awesome. I appreciate you guys all for watching. So yeah, you gotta grind. You really gotta grind. You gotta sell wine. This was the 13-year. Please buy 4 bottles. Yeah. Exactly. I could never do that. I just could never. I don't think, like, my face would give it away. I'll just be there like, yeah, I don't think I could do it. Anyways, that's why I don't have, I guess that's why I'm doing the job I'm currently doing. Sort of, in a way. Okay, this was super fun. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you all so much for coming. This was great. I am going to give the raid over to... Oh, also this song is awesome. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the song is perfect. First gone unicorn. Lower soft porn. Anyways, okay. I'm going to give the raid over to... Sasha. She's playing Elden Ring. Like everybody else in the world playing Elden Ring. We love Elden Ring. Okay. Alright. I was just trying to sing the lyrics, okay? Relax, relax. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I will be heading back to my hotel and all that stuff, and I will see you all when I see you. I'm going to be playing in a poker tournament tomorrow, so hopefully I will not see you tomorrow or the day after. That would be good. So I might see you guys on the 30th. We'll see how the tournament goes. It depends on how the tournament goes. Okay, have a great rest of your night. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Sasha is awesome. I love her very much. So make sure you guys are checking out her channel. Go say hi for me. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I want a burger. Okay, sounds good. I'll buy you a burger if I don't see you in the next 2 days, Mega Man. Alright, it was really fun. Thank you. Appreciate it, chat. You're a Mormon that knows about alcohol? Yeah, right. Suck it up, Buttercup. Alright, have a great rest of your night. Thank you all so much for coming. This was great. Thank you for watching this stream. Really appreciate it. It was super fun. Thank you for letting me discuss wine with you guys. Alright, peace out. Good night. Make sure you're checking out Rio if you're in Vegas for their beautiful, beautiful wine cellar. It's really cute.
But Tosh is weak. Oof. Alright. Yeah, my heater needs to actually get turned up higher. I'm getting